You're talking about My Boo by Ghost Town, I think is the name of that group.
Rabbi the Ghoulies.
Nope. Definitely not that.
Are you sure?
It's definitely not Grabbed by the Ghoulies. That is a video game by Rareware Software.
Did you even do a shout out that
Nope.
we're doing T2?
Nope.
Of course. Oh, by the way, you know you can do group chat?
Great. I do not care.
Group shall
Group
make.
chats. Group chat
Group
main.
shall make. Group shall make. Group shall make. Beef shall make.
Beef chow mein.
Beef shall make. Beef shall make.
So I wouldn't even know which video to.
I have never seen this.
You've never seen this shirt?
TikTok?
No.
I don't think so. I think
okay.
Oh, that's awesome.
I've maybe seen that tank top one. For the listeners at home, Evie is wearing a tank top with the Neon Genesis Evangelion title font, but it says Hormone Replacement Therapy, Episode 1, you are in parentheses, not, close parentheses, cis.
Yes.
Don't mind me while I pull up any potential emails we may have, but I don't think we have
Emails. When I want a whale, it's emails.
It's the mail, it never fails. It makes me want to wag my tail. When it comes, I want to wail. Emails.
I was just telling someone that I unironically, when someone asked me how I got so good at digital art, I just said, you know, it's about breaking it down. If you take your time, take a step at a time, you know. No, what was it? If you use your mind, take a step at a time, you can do anything that you want to do. Mm-hmm. And then I realized how much Blue's Clues just nailed itself into my brain as a child. And how much it served me over time. It's great.
I was going to ask what that was supposed to be in reference to, but you answered my question for me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's just those.
When we sit down in our thinking chair and think.
And think. And think.
I mean, I gotta be honest, I think the only thing from Blue's Clues that has ever, like, stayed in my brain is just Blue's gonna do, we can do.
Yeah.
One day I probably should just do all those Blue's Clues games.
No.
There's so What do you mean, no?
Talking about our childhood love for the show, and she says that, we're just like, no.
Absolutely
I mean,
not.
just because, like, that's gonna be... Those games are for babies.
Those are literal baby
Like, it's not going to be
games.
funny or entertaining. It's just going to be...
That would be the equivalent of you going back to, like, the Jumpstart games.
Yeah, this is like when I play putt-putt and no one shows up, but I'm sitting there going, yay, putt-putt. I almost made Jay do a carbonated water spit take out her nose.
Would have just completely ruined the microphone we have in front of us.
I mean, that's fine.
Why the itch in your brain to play the Blue's Clues video games just because licensed video game?
Well, I mean, we were just talking about Blue's Clues.
Well, I mean, I'm just inquiring and making conversation for our conversational podcast.
I mean, like, it doesn't have to... Talking about a thing doesn't translate to having to, you know, spend hours of your life playing all the video games from it.
Yeah.
Like, we could talk about, you know...
the value of educational television
World
for
War
children.
II battleships, and you would be like, I need to play, like, all of...
Oh, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Those games would be boring to play.
Funny thing is,
So would a Blue's Clues game.
It's a little baby game!
Yeah. Babies, honey.
I grew up on Blues because I'll be like,
well, I did too, but I was a baby at the time.
This is what Brie was saying. It's the equivalent of her booting up the putt-putt games, no one showing up, and her being like, yay, putt-putt.
Hey,
I remember
my
playing putt-putt goes to
birthday-
the moon. This is great.
for my birthday one year, I did a full playthrough of Rugrats Search for Reptar. And let me tell you, a full playthrough of that game is 1 hour.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I don't doubt it in the slightest.
People were excited. You can buy that Rugrats collection, which you shouldn't. but it does have.
It is a thing you can do.
You can spend your hard-earned cash dollar on something.
Does it
like
include that game where it's like press X to squirt?
No, that's the cow game.
Yeah, it does.
I love that she had to think about it for a second, just search through the file
just
cabinet.
Because at first I thought of Barnyard,
Yes.
but then
Yeah, I was gonna say, that just dawned on me. There's 2 children's
Yeah,
property
they're
games that
it's
give you a
in
squirt
my
button.
opening where it says milk squirting scene, and then it goes to Barnyard.
Oh my god.
Milk squirting
so-
seed 1, milk squirting seed 2, milk squirting seed 3. Steve Bloom is in that game.
So the thing that explains me even more than growing up with Blue's Clues is that at the same time I was growing up with VHSs of Pee-wee's Playhouse, and that really shaped me as a person.
I see.
Yeah.
What reviews connected by cast or crew, deciding the next film, that's the gist. Put it on the list.
How's it going, everyone? Remember how we were on schedule for a little bit?
Yeah, that was a fun time.
For
a
couple of months.
a single.
I don't even know if I would say a couple of months. It was a month.
There was
I was
a
giving
month.
us some credit.
I developed major brain rot.
You didn't already have that?
I mean, enough so that I didn't have the whimsy to do this for a bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, nothing serious, everyone. It's okay, listeners. I'm okay.
She got the run.
It's just one of those, like, when you know you're not going to be able to put the clown shoes on and
yeah.
have a good time. I don't want to bring that to here.
Yeah, of course. I mean, that's...
When you say brain rot, I thought you mean like the little like YouTube critters who are like slibberty bibbity, and they talk in like weird Italian accents or what.
What?
What? What are you talking
You
about?
don't know about brain rots?
No! Do tell.
That is something that is popular with children, where they're just like little animated creatures who talk in.
Are you
like,
talking about the weird minion we saw at the Universal?
Oh,
No.
the brutalist Universal Studios.
Brutalist Universal
Oh,
Studios
no.
in Texas.
No, I'm talking about like I mean like it comes from a similar place as the Minions, I'm sure.
Is this something that you have first-hand experience with from, like, nieces and...
Yes, and also just like Jeff Gerstmann playing like Roblox games that feature them.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, my nephew in particular loves brain rots, and it makes me worry.
Yeah. It's one of those, you hate to be
Future
that person.
generations, are they cooked?
You hate to be that person who grew up with your own stupid shit and look at the stupid shit that other people grow up with and be like, oh, what's going to happen? But sometimes it does get through, and it's like,
Oh, there really is just nothing here.
yeah.
But then again, you know, we had our own things that were...
We did.
Yeah.
And we turned out well, I mean, we're here.
Anyways, the
We had the
importance of
video.
educational media for children.
Yes.
Sesame Street.
Yes. That was peak.
Oh, those kids bounce out of Sesame Street fucking fast. Sesame Street is not part of the equation.
Bluey is still.
Yeah, Bluey's around.
Yeah, Blue's still around. Sesame Street is still around.
Oh yeah, they're still around. It's just like the kids I know.
Elmo talked
do not
about
push it.
Monkey D. Luffy.
Yeah.
Elmo's hanging out with Monkey
Elmo,
D.
a friend of the revolution.
Let's
right.
fucking go. Elmo didn't
said,
really
shoot down that flag.
Elmo didn't have a very present dad either, you know? But he sees the importance of, like, you know.
Remember when Elmo looked at the feet channel?
No.
And he's like, "Whoa, feet! Elmo ate the puppet fruit." No, he did look at the feet channel.
I know that you're making reference to a real thing because anytime you say "remember this," it is real.
And then he said, "Hey kids, it's time to see the pig."
Did he actually say that?
No.
I had to check. You didn't preface it with "remember when he said it's time to see the pig," so I had to be sure that it was in fact that.
Tickle me, pink Elmo.
Tickle my pink.
Hi, everybody.
I'm so glad that no one's listening to this podcast now. Because like now that no one's listening to the podcast, we don't have to worry about disappointing anyone.
We need to mention again, this podcast does not reflect the opinions of Elmo in any way.
Thank you for not doing the actual joke from the last episode, so I don't have to do the censor
No,
job
not at all.
again.
No, I'm continuing the joke by expanding it.
Oh, a running bit.
Oh. Breeze into an expansion now. Put a hose into you and become a pool toy.
Let's just say I have
Inflator like Wayne Newton from
I have a gaping fascination with.
Space Jam.
I'm gonna start. Can I start coining the term a gaping fascination, or like replace anything with growing with gaping?
Like
and just
the
see how
gaping
long
dragon?
it takes. Yeah, see how long it takes everyone to just develop saying that.
My favorite thing about the gaping dragon is just the tiny noodle face it has.
The tiny head.
I also love that I can, when you say that, I picture the artwork that like half the artists I follow would immediately draw of like a mommy thick dragon being like, oh hey, you want to see?
Has anyone drawn that of the gaping dragon yet?
I mean,
from-
that
Someone has to.
But like the thing is, if you drew like a mommy version of the gaping dragon,
She would be just like split in half.
yeah, she would still have like a mouth all the way
I'm
down.
sure there's some monster fucker out there who would be like,
definitely. Yes.
You know, like that girl from Strange Fake that just has like a fucking mouth in her.
oh, that was a good show. I missed that show. Anyways, hi everyone, and welcome to Put It On The List.
The bi-weekly.
Listen, sometimes people get the brain worms and they're not in a place to record an episode of the podcast, and that's
There's only
okay.
one political figure I can think of that has a brain worm.
I was just gonna say, mine ran out of things.
I don't know. I feel like there's probably multiple political
this point,
figures who have brain worms.
Probably a side effect of fucking kids, if I have to really put the pieces together on like the correlation.
Anyways, this is the Queer Film Club, where every some amount of time we gather together to discuss a film of one of ours choosing, and then the next film is decided by the next person in the rotation via connection from cast or crew. Last time on Put It On The List, we watched Mac and Me.
That was dire.
That was a great film.
I mean, I had a great time watching Mac and Me.
Yeah.
And you know what else I had a great time watching? The discussion topic for today, which is Terminator 2 Judgment Day.
Remember how I picked that just like as a way for us to be like, all right, one after the other, bang, bang.
Yeah.
And we're like gonna get
We're gonna
closer.
catch up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were totally gonna.
No,
But
that didn't happen.
But getting to, it's another example of like, we'd seen this before like a couple times already, but like getting to see it on the large screen was...
I mean, I don't even want to go into it yet because we gotta do all of our usual preamble.
Oh, yeah, no. But I'm just saying, though, it was a hell of a time.
For foreshadowing the conversation, Terminator 2 is a real fucking good movie.
Yeah.
An absolute banger. Still a banger.
You got Gun Guy. You got
Or is
CapriSun
it?
Man.
Keep listening.
You got Gun and Bottle of Tequila. you got Butch Mommy. You got everything.
Evie doing her best to, like, drag the people along after 13 minutes of us bullshitting about literal baby media.
Yeah.
That's right, Terminator 0.
Anyways, first person in the rotation, introduce yourself.
13 minutes in. Hello, I'm Bridget. If you didn't know my voice, welcome.
Yeah.
As a new listener, that's right, the singular new listener that might be listening.
We don't know who you are, but thank
We
you.
don't know who you are.
I'm Evie, by the way.
Yes, you are the second person in the rotation, third person in the rotation.
Yo, what's up, listeners? My name is Bree. Welcome to Put It On The List. Smash that subscribe, kill that bell button, and blow that dick. I'm Bree. And who are you?
My name is Jay, and I'm just here to
Remember
talk.
to follow and buy our merch. We don't have any merch, but when we do...
No,
We're going balls out.
Headshot City. Yeah. I
Hey,
simply...
Bree!
Woo! Yeah!
Bit infringement.
Baby killer. Anyway.
Also, bit infringement. I'm just here to talk about talk about movies with the people in my life I love.
Oh, okay.
And, you know, Brock.
Too bad, but before we get to do that, we have to talk about other stuff first.
Yeah, Bree, have you been up to anything that you want to chat about?
Gosh, I have been neck deep in art commissions, and I recently updated my art studio software to a place that I am unstoppable now, and I am God. So, you know, I'm looking forward to getting to work on the next thing here. It's going to be really fun.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Happy to hear that for you.
Yeah.
Bridget, you been up to anything that you want to talk about?
When was the last time when did Macamee come
It
out?
was like a month ago.
Yeah, roughly a month ago, something like that.
That's when it was re-released.
Well, actually, it was re-released last year, but
But yeah, I think we're only like 1 week off from our normal schedule of like 2 weeks. So, well,
Catching up still.
we're recording this 1 week from then. I'm
Who
gonna
knows
try.
when it's going to get finished?
Yeah, nobody knows.
I mean, I'll probably bang this out tomorrow
Okay.
tomorrow morning and get it released. So
Yeah.
sometime tomorrow, probably.
Cool beans.
Anyways, Bridget, in the last 2 to 3 weeks, have you done anything that you would like to discuss with the rest of your listenership?
well, for one, we watched a movie that theoretically was gonna be a main discussion point for this podcast, but now it can be it's a cute little footnote. It's called Ninja Terminator.
Here's the thing, Bridget. There's nothing stopping us from, at some point or another, one of us choosing Ninja Terminator and us talking about it.
That seems real likely.
Like, never since you showed me, what was it, Mean Jaws?
Yeah,
Cruel
Jaws.
Yeah, Cruel Jaws. Never since then have I seen such a clear division between what movies were gelled together to make a stupid film. Like, it really made me want to see the actual kung fu film that was like used for the thing. The guy picking up the Garfield phone is really the only thing to take from that. The guy who has the Bass Pro Shop Hunter jumpsuit, just with the horrible porn mustache, who has nothing to do with anything else, is so clearly not a part of that
Here's the
film.
thing. I actually... There's a chance that at some point I might pick this one, just because it is such a bizarre thing.
It's so strange because, like, if you're uninitiated, Ninja Terminator is a film that is like... It is a Korean movie that was like chopped up and like a rapper story is kind of put in and around it in order to make it more palatable to Western audiences. But the thing that they fucked up is that part sucks.
the wraparound sucks.
Yes, the wraparound sucks because it's just about like two dumpy white guys.
Two dumpy white guys, one of which
Wearing
has a
hunting
camo
Yes.
ninja suit.
Oh, the other ninjas are in Pepto-Bismol, like,
Pink.
radiant
Oh
fucking
my
pink
God.
jumpsuits. They look like Filthy Frank. Like,
the fucking titled Ninja Terminator is the one that's in the pink jumpsuit. But, like, it's not simply that the wraparound that they add on sucks. It's also that the movie that they, like, amalgamated it with is also not that good.
It's also not that good, but like compared to the other thing, like
It's
Yeah.
great.
it makes me wish I was just watching that one.
I would love to just see a film of the adventures of Jaguar Wallach.
Yeah.
Remember how one ninja tries to get the other two ninjas to fight by throwing their personal brands and ninja stars at each other?
Remember how there's a
greeting card?
dippy doo-doo robot
Yeah.
that shows up at their doors?
yeah, it's just like
Inset gold print. Crap. His business card's outdoing me. I have to kill
Show
him.
me Paul Allen's Ninja Star.
Paul Allen's Ninja Star. Yeah, so that movie's not good.
No.
No,
they're-
it has... The thing is, that movie is so bad and honestly mostly boring throughout its entire runtime that the way that it ends, I was uncontrollably cackling for like a solid 5 minutes. Like, I don't know that I've ever been that, like, just tilted at the ending of a thing before in my entire life.
A wet fart of an immediate nothing ending, looking at the camera, and then the end. And no credits.
No credits. Straight back to the Blu-ray menu.
Yeah. He looks over behind him as a guy.
It's like, what the fuck?
A guy he already exploded.
Yeah.
He only looked afterwards.
Then he looks at the
like,
camera, the end, menu. And, like, your brain can't process all of this at once, and it's insane.
I also like how half of the people say the Ninja Empire.
Oh my god.
Ninja.
The way that
The Ninja Empire's
every
evil.
single character pronounces Machiko a different way.
Yes.
I forgot about that.
Remember how the guy has a blonde wig and then takes it off for the fight like it's power armor? Or
Remember
something?
how he's bested by burying himself in the sand?
This is gonna be meaningless for anyone who's never watched the movie. But like, look, the point is, Ninja Terminator is like not a good movie. You probably shouldn't watch it, but if you do watch it, it's like you're gonna see some stuff you've never seen before.
Yeah,
It's an experience.
It's so inexplicable that it kind of makes it worth the experience in some way or another.
And the way that, like, visiting Glendale, Arizona is an experience.
Like,
Derogatory. You know, you can...
the Garfield phone in and of itself, like, the more that you think about it becomes increasingly absurd.
Yeah.
Like,
It's maddening.
you see it the first time and you're like, that's fucking stupid. Why is there a Garfield phone here? And then you just spiral, crash out, just be like, they could have put any fucking telephone they wanted in there. They could have put a normal rotary phone in the fucking shot. Why did they put the Garfield phone? Why did they put a Garfield phone in this?
The Ninja Empire is evil. We must reform the Ninja Empire.
To be clear, one of the things in this movie is that the main white guy ninja talks on the phone a few times, and each time, like, the main phone in his house is just a fucking Garfield phone.
That, like, when you pick up the line,
His eyes open, or Garfield's eyes open.
Yeah.
Yes.
When the unsold tapes of this wash up as plastic on the beaches, does that count as Garfield phone waste? From when that
I
happened?
guess kind of technically.
Yeah.
I don't know how many of those theoretical tapes actually exist.
The only movie where somebody says "go to hell" and angrily slams down his
A
Garfield.
Garfield phone, yeah.
But yeah, so we
Jim
watched
Davis's house.
I don't know. Here's a true challenge for us as podcast hosts. Can we ever get through an episode without referencing some "I think you should leave" bit?
I doubt it.
We've done it before.
But
By accident.
Yeah.
You know.
I think just watching Ninja Terminator a couple times, we probably said there's too much shit on me.
There's too much shirt on me.
I'm pretty sure we did, yeah.
Is that the main thing you ought to talk about, Bridget?
Yeah, for now. I mean, we also just watched Belladonna.
Yeah, Belladonna of Sadness.
Anime is still ongoing, so the anime recap can be...
Yeah, we can't do the anime recap yet.
But there's gonna be a lot of griping. I
Yeah.
feel
Yeah.
like
There'll
it's
be a
just-
lot of griping, a lot of blood coming out of holes.
Yeah, we're...
And
That's the thing there won't be griping about, is the blood coming out of holes. The blood coming out of holes this season, never been a better season for
Yes.
blood coming out of holes.
Blood holes.
Yeah, Belladonna of Sadness. It was an experience.
Yeah, I walked away from that movie feeling very positively about it, but it's also just like,
You gotta sit through a lot of bullshit.
and also just like, I don't know. I feel like in order to talk about that movie, we gotta talk about that movie, and this is not the place for it.
Yeah, that is like an episode Bree has to sit out, and we have to get someone else in to like sub for her to talk about.
Bring Zoe back.
Yeah, I don't know if Zoe would have any investment in a Belladonna of Sadness. We would find someone, but regardless, like it is.
I'm replaceable, is the line.
Don't say that. basically, long story short, it is a hell of an experience that we all have actual nuanced opinions on.
Some say it's one of the best movies to watch if you wanted to see a woman like split open her vagina and have like eggs fall out.
Who doesn't?
Or a man pooping fish.
There's some good visuals in that movie.
But that is a discussion for another time.
That's for the Belladonna episode. For now,
have you been up to anything you want to talk about?
Well, since our last episode, we finished our project of listening to every...
Oh, right!
Now that's what I call music released in the United States.
oh yeah.
And it was an experience. Like, it was really like... you think you know about, popular music. Mm-hmm. And then, like, you listen to this just, like, sequentially, and you're just like, oh, it was so much worse than you remember.
Well, yes.
So many people the industry tried to push and failed.
But also, it's just like, it is.
The back half specifically...
Well,
or not even the back half, like the last, 15, 20%?
Yes. Well, I kind of explained it while we were listening to it, in that, for at the very least up until, to the mid-2000s, at the very least, our age range was, gonna be familiar in one way or another with both the highs of popular music and the lows of popular music by virtue of us being young enough to just the culture we consume is usually just popular shit.
Yeah, because we would be in a position where even if it's not something that we're particularly interested in, we would just be absorbing it through osmosis.
Yeah. And then once you get in past that point, that is when we were all old enough that we could be I
don't want to listen to this shit.
I don't need to listen to this fucking garbage. I could go down a fucking rabbit hole on the internet and find all kinds of music that I like. Meanwhile, that world is still continuing on without you. And also,
I can just burn my own anime CDs and listen to them when I walk to school.
Yeah. But yeah, and as a result of that, all of the bad popular music that came out after that point that we were experiencing through Now That's What I Call Music was new and fresh to us.
Yes.
But also all the mediocre, middle of the road popular music was new and fresh to us. So it also all kind of fucking sucked. That ends up being the thing that makes it incredible is there's just so much nothing music that comes out. Now That's What I Call Music is a testament to how the majority of art that exists in the world is fucking bullshit.
Also, I guess part of it is just the form in which it's being delivered to us, where that Now That's What I Call Music is something that was CDs sold in Walmarts or whatever.
Yeah.
And so at a certain point, that
you
format
can argue
falls
it's a grandma.
I was just gonna say it's a grandma trap.
Yeah,
it's granny bait till the fucking cows come home. But
it's for
my granddaughter likes music.
My granddaughter likes the Lady Gaga.
This has the best music, apparently.
or just people who otherwise don't give a shit
about music.
Yeah, and so they regularly buy it because it's got some songs that they like on.
Yeah, sure.
Exactly. But the thing that made it an interesting experience is whenever the highs would happen and you start to notice the particular figures in popular music who actually have the fucking sauce to the things that they make. Whenever the Weeknd would come on.
Oh, yeah.
The Weeknd,
Lady Gaga.
Rihanna, Lady Gaga.
My favorite experience is you going through the Bruno Mars arc.
Yeah.
That's the other thing, is like there are sometimes these experiences where like you go through the arc of like a particular artist's like performance in popular music, and like there's something about like their latter age music that like finally like connected with you and you really liked, and you're like, oh yeah, Bruno Mars is pretty good. You start the beginning of the Bruno Mars arc and it fucking sucks.
Yeah, it's rough.
It's dog shit for what feels like a decade, and then you get
You
like
and me, baby, making love like a gorilla.
And then-
I don't mind that song. I think that song's okay.
and then you get 24 Karat Magic,
Which is a banger.
Yes.
Like,
That was the first song I
That
ever
shit
heard
hits.
by him.
Yeah.
Because it was the first time I think everyone super cared.
yeah, and it's like
How was this recorded in, like, at the time, recent time?
and you understand how like people get like lost in the fucking stock market and shit like that, like just fucking
Yeah.
dumping their money into these fucking slush like
Funds.
companies
Yeah.
until eventually it finally pays off and like turns out you invested in Apple in like
Yeah.
92 and you're now
Yeah.
a multimillionaire.
you're talking about gambling.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's the
Yes.
craziest form of gambling.
You begin to understand gambling
Yes.
because of Bruno Mars. Fuck you, Bruno Mars.
And yeah, like
I just hear Kaiji cursing him.
Rihanna. Yeah, it gave me like a greater appreciation for Rihanna. Like it made me realize, oh, Dua Lipa's really good.
Yes. You realize just how much of a pox like Imagine Dragons has been on like
Yeah.
alt rock, like in mainstream popular music, where like like everything just
That's not
sounds.
Imagine Dragons.
I know it's not them. I'm simply stating like it spawns things
It's
like
the same
that.
thing.
Bridget
yeah.
thought that Imagine Dragons was just Nickelback.
I thought Nickelback extended his reach like 10 years after.
Well, he did! That's the thing! Nickelback was still showing up for like a solid 10 years after like This Is How You Remind Me or something
Yeah.
like that. And they got worse with every single appearance.
Yeah.
And then like once they disappeared, Imagine Dragons basically picked up that torch and did the exact same arc where
Yeah.
like they start off and they're already not good.
Yeah.
But somehow each subsequent like appearance of them, you're like, how the fuck did you make this worse?
Yeah, boring rock music took like the reverb and like chorus effects over the entire like realm of their songs in the way that like the Xbox area started putting bloom on everything and ruined it. It's just like, this sucks.
Yeah, there was. I remember discourse a while back where people were just like, "Oh well, people gave Nickelback too much shit." Like people like supposedly like trace back like the origin of people saying that Nickelback sucks to like a particular like commercial for Tough Crowd with Colin Quinn where Brian Posehn was talking about Nickelback sucking.
That's
Like,
not.
and like the thing is, like I do think that very early Nickelback has more merit that people give it credit for.
Yes.
You know, like How You Remind Me.
I'm not going to pretend I don't sing that when it comes
That's
to
the
Yeah,
thing,
and like
like, they-
Photograph, like
Never again.
They are at least competent pop songs that are doing more than just like putting an earworm in your brain.
but then like
Never again.
they fall off so hard and they become the thing that everyone was like giving them shit.
Yeah, they become Photograph.
Yeah, they
Look at this.
They become
crap.
rock star is
Yeah.
what they become.
Oh,
And we all want to be rock stars
Also,
living in my
yeah.
car. It is a
every
hot
time at the
dog
end of
car.
every instance of the
Oh, every album has a country crossover section.
at least one usually.
And they're all terrible. They're almost all exclusively bad, except for Old Country or Old Town Road.
Old Town Road is good.
Jay,
Yeah.
which one is worse? Red Solo Cup or Honky Tonk Badonkadonk?
Well, Honky Tonk Badonk Donk is not in there, but the actual real decision is which one is worse, Red Solo Cup or Fancy Like.
Fancy Like is so bad.
Oh man.
Red Solo Cup is so bad.
Honky Tonk Badonk Donk is definitely in those songs.
Like, Fancy Like at least has...
I would stick up for Honky Tonk Badonk Donk.
This is going to sound like heresy. Fancy Like at least has the charm of, like, that was literally just some guy, like, kind of fucking around.
Yeah.
Like, when he made that song. Red Solo Cup is an assault on the senses.
And it's like, it's from Toby Keith, who is just like...
The vanguard of, like, fucking jingoistic Islamophobia in the United States in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
And, like, by the time Red Solo Cup had been out, he had, like he started his, like, country music career in, like, the early 90s. And so by the time Red Solo Cup, he had been in there for, like, at least 20 years. Yeah. So it's just like, why the fuck are you, like, making a song that seems to be, like, special built to be played at, like, college drinking parties?
Keggers.
Yeah, just like, you fucking creep.
Yes. Like, Red Solo Cup has a level of malice behind it that is, like, undeniable. That, like, because hearing it in this collection was the first time I ever heard that song. From, like, the jump, I was just like, oh, this is bad. I need to get out of here. Like, I was going through, like, fight or flight, like, instincts in my brain as I was listening to that song. Which,
your cortisol spikes. Like, it raises your core temperature.
That is the part that actually sucks about this experiment that we did. Is, like, sometimes we would... I signed myself up so hard for the social contract that when, like, the bad music came on and I was like, I can't demand that we skip it. We have to sit through this. My brain was just like, I need to get out. I need to get out of here. I gotta get me. Please help me. Where's the eject button?
I feel like when we set this up, you did not anticipate things being as bad as they were.
It was fucked up. Like, I think,
to be fair, it didn't get that bad until...
I think Red Solo Cup was the first moment of, like, true fear of God, like, striking me in the brain.
Yeah, that's like 2/3 of the way.
No, it's Red Solo Cup is like 2008, I think.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I guess that's more like halfway.
I spent most of this experiment, like, upstairs doing things that I would enjoy while y'all were down here gaming. But I love the bits where I came in and saw y'all either suffering or me piping in to sing, like, the part everyone forgets from these chicks.
Like, are you
even know the name of my band?
Yeah, you popping your head into the basement to be like, is
Girl,
that
why
fucking
can't
B12?
you see your big only one for me? Yeah, I knew that.
That song is fucking bad.
It's terrible.
That song is so
I knew someone who loved that album. And they played it a lot.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah.
It just tears my ass apart to know that you don't know my name.
Just when we would hit, like, the Good Charlotte.
Good Charlotte.
Oh, God. I'm so glad the Good Charlotte arc is, like, relatively short.
Yeah, you don't have to
do Meghan Trainor.
Oh, yeah, Meghan Trainor.
Yeah, Meghan Trainor. I am your mother. Do what I say. The fact that
it makes me an anti-feminist as a woman. Like, just the worst. The human Amy Rose. I hate it so much.
What I've been up to, I read through all of Gundam The Origin. I got a secret for y'all. Gundam? Pretty good.
Oh, really?
Like, original Gundam? It's pretty fucking solid.
Longtime listeners might know Gundam from the first G-Reco.
True. But yeah, it's Gundam The Origin is a... What happened, Bridget?
Bridget's about to start a fight.
No, it's just, I was thinking of, like, you know, when her fish poops and she goes, it's poop!
Anyways, Gundam The Origin is partially a manga adaptation of the original Gundam series, and also has some, like, original stuff written by
Yaz.
Well, what's his full name rather than Yaz? I don't think a lot of like just normal film goers are gonna know Yaz by the shorthand.
I don't want to like mispronounce his name.
I don't know a lot about the Queenslay clan. I haven't read it.
But anyways, so like Yaz specifically like worked on original Gundam back in the day with Tomino and
He's like
everything.
a character designer, right?
Yoshikazu Yasuhiko. Yes, he's animator, director. He's probably most known for like his character designs because he did the original designs of like Dirty Pair, did the designs for Gundam and everything. He is prolific in that sense, and he did some original material for the Origin manga that like helps set up the explaining the conflict that the main story like all circulates around. And as someone who is new to Gundam, I kind of already knew like the general vibe of it. Like it's about war being bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's about child soldiers.
Yes.
However, reading the Origin definitely feels like someone like in like purely good faith revisiting one of their like original works to like fully flesh out like all of the ideas that made that original thing like the cultural icon that it would become in Japan over the years. Because like I felt bad reading the manga because as I read it I was just like, oh, I can never go and like watch this show now because I don't feel like it will be as impactful as the way it is told in here. Like
I actually agree with you. I feel like, at least for me, that manga version is probably the...
Because he gets to focus in on the parts that like really make the Gundam story stand out as a tale of war and like what it does to like just innocent people in the wake of it and everything. Like the way civilians just get swept up in it, like it is literally like a force of nature that just takes hold of whatever people fall under like specific like regimes and the like. And it's why like the child soldier element is like such a vital part of it, because it's like literally you have these like fucking government military powers just looking at these like civilians that mostly civilians that got thrusted into this conflict, and you're like, you did good enough. All right, you are now part of the military. Go out in there.
Here's
and
a
do
gun,
the thing.
kid.
Basically, that's what they fucking do with Amuro. It's like
they do that. They go to schools and they say, "Hey, do y'all want a gun? Well, you're hormonal and stupid and easy to traumatize."
Oh my god!
Like,
and it's one of those things where like, if I'm gonna talk about it, I unfortunately have to like talk about it, so I can't dedicate a ton of time to it here. But like, it was the type of thing that by the time I was done reading it, I wouldn't say that I was different, but like, I was thinking about, I was and still am like thinking about Gundam even after having finished it. And I think the main thing that I took away from it, I was talking to Bridget about it a little bit, but like the fact that that story is able to be as bleak as it is in its depiction of the conflict, but still like have a genuine like hope and optimism for the future of humanity in the face of all that is remarkable. Like it has a relatively like thumbs up ending to it, where it's like, you can do it. We will make it through this together.
I think that's like one of the differences, because Evie, we've watched a few Tomino things. Tomino is much more nihilistic in certain aspects.
Yeah, the ending of like you know, we watched the 3 Gundam movies, right? And I feel like that those don't end so much with like, it's kind of like, oh, everyone survived, but
Yeah.
they're on like a rowboat in the middle of space, basically.
And,
Like,
you know, the origin ends in the same exact spot, but like there's... Oh, sorry, did you want to go back?
Oh, well, yeah, that's more the Yaw's interference there compared to... Because that's all original.
Oh, right, because Yaz directed the 3rd movie, so the fact that they even are like on a rowboat in the middle of space, like as some semblance of hope, is specific to Yaz versus what is it like in the original show.
I actually am not sure. I've never actually watched through original Gundam.
Gotcha. Well, I mean, regardless, like, for as bleak as that story gets, and just how, like, a lot of the cruelty in the story can feel, like, so just matter-of-fact, and, like, it is brutal by virtue of how, like, fast and quick, and, like, when it happens, like, just showing you every step in the paneling of the tragic thing that happened, like... It's remarkable that it can feel as brutal as it does, and you still walk away from it being like, you know, there is still the future. You know, there is still the chance of the new types being able to save humanity.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like kind of a shame there's no like Zeta origin or double Zeta. There are 2 Zeta compilation movies. Those are made by Tomino. Those are awful. Well, specifically what they do is those were made in like the 2000s. So it has traditional animation and then spliced in early digital animation. Stinky.
but we have been watching. We've watched the first 2
Episodes of Gundam The Origin.
Yeah, Gundam The
that they did,
Origin.
which is all adaptation of that original to the manga stuff that Yaz did.
Yeah, it's the flashback arc, and it's also directed by Yaz.
Yes.
Because Yaz is one of the very few people who can create manga and also direct anime.
Wild. But yeah, what is your impression having seen like those first 2 episodes?
Oh, like they were very good.
Yeah.
Especially, hey, look, as a Ramba Rawl appreciator, like those episodes are fantastic.
Ultimate wife guy,
Yeah,
Ramba Rawl.
you see some awesome Ramba Rawl shit, and you know it's very cool to like. Because, like, especially in the compilation movies, you just don't get a whole lot of the beef that Shaw has with the zombies and the way that Sayla, like, is part of that. And, like, she gets sidelined, like, pretty hard in those original films. And so, like, it's interesting to see something that, like, is more... that she is like a central part of.
For sure.
And like I really enjoy them. I'm excited to see them. I should probably also read.
You should read that manga.
Yeah.
That manga is really, really good. I've been entering my manga arc again, where I'm just like reading shit like on the way to work and on break at work, and
it probably helps to have a cool library.
It sure does.
So
I already have a cool collection of things on my own, but you have even more things that I have not experienced.
I don't have a cool collection of shit, and so I've been enjoying mooching off of everyone else's manga.
Yes, we have a fine biblioteca of Yuri, and I've been going through reading, what was it? I don't know which is love.
Yeah.
A lot of the weird fetishy girls in there resonate with me very well.
Which one? The one that like
the scent fiend, 100%. Yes.
Anyways, we're like 51 minutes into this episode. We should probably get to the viewer.
Let's
I
get
started
to the real.
reading She Loves to Cook and She Loves to Eat.
What if we just don't talk about them?
It's because in our heart, you know, what the fuck can you even say about Terminator?
It's Terminator 2. It's one of the best action movies of all time.
Yeah.
If not, like, the number one.
Yeah, James Cameron was fucking cooking. Like,
But speaking of cooking,
No, we should actually.
yeah,
move
I need to at least finish the first volume before.
Oh,
I
yeah.
spend one.
Do we have mail, Jay?
on. Why, yes, we do have mail, and you, dear listeners, can help contribute to that by adding us at putitonlist.bsky.social.
that's right. If you want your mail read an hour into the show in the middle of it, then
Hey, Owen will hear it.
This is the intermission.
Yeah.
But yeah, putitonlist.bsky.social. You find the podcast at putitonlist.neocities.org, anywhere major podcasts are sold, Wife State Productions on youtube.com. You can send us mail at wifestategaming@gmail.com. We have a Patreon. I forgot to plug that last time. I think it's just patreon.com/wifecity.
Yeah.
You don't really get anything for supporting us there, except
We appreciate it.
Yeah, we appreciate you throwing $1 our way.
It helps us continue to do what we do.
But anyways, we got some listener feedback from Eternal Bestie Owen.
Shout outs to Owen, always.
So tying into her referencing G-Reco earlier, Owen asks, I just realized that by covering T2, you have for the first time in the podcast returned to a film series you'd previously covered. What movie franchise are you least hoping to return to? Exclude Bridget's picks if you want to make the answers less predictable. Because, yes, the easy answer would be G-Reco. I can't say I'm very excited about ever returning to Gundam G-Reco.
I don't want to watch another, what is it? Monogatari? I don't want to watch another one.
That's also a Bridget pick.
we do have the TV show G-Reco on Blu-ray.
We could watch it at some point.
Let me look down the list of films we've talked about, because I don't know how much franchise stuff we've covered. So Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, Lord of the Rings.
Monogatari.
Yeah.
The before trilogy. That's technically a series or franchise of films.
Spoiler alert, we will be talking more about Lord of the Rings in the future.
Yes.
Yeah, but I'm okay with returning to that.
I think yes, Pat Labor. I think I know what my actual answer is. The Riddick series.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I imagine. Yeah, low chance of that coming back, I think.
Yeah, like, let me just continue to look down this list.
Walk of Life
because,
continues to play in my head.
the Minecraft series, technically.
I actually wouldn't mind going back into that.
Uma Musume.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I don't think there's like another movie.
The Garden of Sinners movies.
Oh, yeah.
We could go back to those at some point. The Predator series. And
I mean,
the Babe franchise.
I could always pick a different Clamp movie.
Oh, God. But yeah, I think, quite genuinely, I think my actual answer is the Riddick series.
Yeah.
Like, I just have no...
I should pick G-Reco too.
Please don't pick G-Reco 2.
Like, I don't think I would be happy about it, but I also just don't think it would be that bad. Like...
What, you talking about G-Reco?
G-Reco.
Oh, okay.
But the ending of the Monogatari thing left such a bad taste in my mouth, because it's just like it's wild to watch that movie and then someone's like, oh yeah, there's like
so many books.
So there's so
afterwards.
much more stuff after that where like that guy is like the main character.
Yes.
And it's just like, what are you talking about?
I want to spend as little time around this guy as possible. Anyways, what was everyone's picks? Riddick, Monogatari. It's probably the Minecraft series for you, I bet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Riddick.
Riddick.
Yeah.
I don't think I got another Minecraft one. I have something that's kind of like a Minecraft that I could do.
Oh, I think I know which one you're thinking of.
Yeah, and like that might be an interesting pick in the future, but we'll see.
if you were not picking a Bridget movie, which one do you think you would pick?
I like how it's like, it can't be a Bridget movie.
Well, no, Owen just says exclude Bridget picks if you want to make the answers less predictable, but I actually think it makes it more predictable to exclude hers, because I think Riddick is the low bar for franchises.
Riddick's probably the pick, and I'm the person who picked Riddick, so...
That Peter Chung movie was not...
Technically, Terminator, once we eventually talk about Terminator 1, would also be in the running.
I guess so.
There's still one more good one, but as soon as we're done with that good one, it's just all kind of...
Yeah, I guess, I definitely wouldn't want to watch Terminator Salvation or whatever.
Yeah, Terminator Genesis.
Terminator Rise of the Machines might be fun.
It does have him bringing out the casket filled with guns.
Yeah, and there's the Lady Terminator who have the breast go big.
Yeah, Lady Robot!
Lady Robot with a big titty.
Exactly. So yeah.
Okay. Last thing from Owen. The choice of T2 has motivated me to return to my magnum opus, a parody of the We Shop Wednesday about Cameron movies. So far, I only have the end part instead of Ninja Gaiden. Terminator 1, Terminator 2, Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines.
That's pretty good.
I aim to launch a Kickstarter in Q3 to help see this to fruition. Thank you, Owen.
Best of luck.
We appreciate your service.
Yes.
Anyways, if you couldn't guess by all the Terminator questions this week, we're talking about
Terminator 2, right?
As we mentioned about an hour ago.
Yes.
And
Evie, you picked Terminator 2.
I did.
You almost said Rise of the Machines again.
Yes.
Fuck.
Terminator 2 Judgment Day.
Yes.
T2.
Who you might know from Clay Fighters Judgment Clay.
Yeah, it was a very popular movie, so a lot of people, riffed on it.
Yes, or you might know it from the Terminator 2 Universal experience.
That's how I first saw it.
It's not how I first saw it, but I did also
So that's all
see
exclusive footage, so it's not actually...
Well, see, we, as people of class and culture who know how to research things properly, Evie and I did our due diligence to deep dive what were the goings-on of this movie by playing the Terminator 2 pinball game at Ground Control, and I have to say it was eye-opening. I think it's really going to help color our
What did you
review.
learn from it?
You missed.
That the ball plunger is shaped like the handle of a shotgun.
Yeah.
That's
it's
cool.
really cool. And so you get to shoot the
wanna know
ball
the
at a
main-
target that's rotating the thing. It's so cool.
Do you want to know the main thing that I've learned from Terminator 2 throughout the years?
What's that?
Lever action shotguns, fucking cool.
Really
They
fucking
are
cool.
fucking cool.
One of the coolest guns to ever exist out in the world.
100%.
When you saw off the stocks, it was just cool
You
as fuck.
you could do the thing where you spin it around to reload it. Oh, God. That's the thing, is so much of the conversation around Terminator 2 is just going to be this movie's so cool.
Yeah.
Not since RoboCop spinning the gun has...
Has spinning a gun been so cool?
But yeah, give us a cursory overview of 1991's Terminator 2 Judgment Day.
It is... it's Terminator, it's back, it's bigger than ever. Mm-hmm. Where it is pretty interesting how Terminator 1 is a pretty low-key science fiction movie that's kind of a slasher horror thing.
It's a lot similar to a lot of James Cameron doing sequels to things. 2 is much more actiony. It's kind of T2 is
bigger, it's louder.
Well,
is your Alien to Aliens.
Well, it's fascinating to me because he directed both of those movies. At least with something like Alien versus Aliens, you have the excuse of, him just kind of coming in fresh to this franchise to do his own thing. Meanwhile, Terminator, he specifically looks at what he did in that original movie and is bigger, bitch.
And so it's the thing with Terminator 2 is that, Arnold is back as the Terminator, but he's like a good Terminator.
Yes.
who is protecting a child, John Connor.
Yeah.
Also, Linda Hamilton is back as Sarah Connor, John's mom. And they're being pursued by a new Terminator played by Robert Patrick, who is like the
T-1000.
The T-1000, who's like a liquid metal guy.
Yeah, and he's really cool.
He's fucking cool.
He can turn his finger into a fucking metal spike and shoot it into your brain.
This was definitely one of the things very much like Lawnmower Man or the Toxic Avenger or RoboCop, where it's like the entire purposes of what was going on with the villain just becomes a big buddy little buddy situation because the 80s became the 90s. But this is the time that it worked. This is the time that it worked and was still really cool.
Well, the part of the fascinating thing to me about the legacy of those first two Terminator movies is there are people who do swear by the original movie and feeling like the second one does not work because of how it functions as a big buddy, little buddy.
I could see that.
No, yeah, that's the thing. Is I totally understand that point of view, and there are points in the movie where the tonal shift is so violent.
So different.
It's so violent from an action sequence to John Connor teaching Arnold how to swear and talk cool. That it feels like this is a fucking adventure movie with a boy and his dog at times.
Yeah, just the segment in the beginning where John is just hanging out with his dirtbag buddy who is played by the kid who also played Budnick in Salute Your Short.
And also one of the kids from Mac and Me.
Yeah, and also one of the kids from Mac and Me. They're listening to Guns N' Roses and stealing from an ATM.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's how you know it's a different tone, is because this movie starts out with bad to the bone.
Well, nah, it's a good needle drop.
The thing that ends up being fascinating about this as a cultural relic is that in that time period, that is probably meant to be a genuinely cool moment for the Terminator.
Yeah, this was before that riff was a meme.
Yeah, it became a joke. It's less supposed to be comedy and more supposed to be oh, look at this.
Yeah,
I'm not saying it's comedy. I'm just more saying between Terminator and Terminator 2, that is super concise difference.
Yes, 100%.
Sure.
It would they wouldn't have a needle drop like that in Terminator 1.
Yeah, not at all.
And an interesting thing about the very beginning of Terminator 2 is it is a little ambiguous as to which Terminator is the good guy and the bad guy, or the question is just
which person is coming back to save John?
Who is protecting John, who is trying to kill him? And it shows its hand a little bit with the bad to the bone sting and the fact that the T-1000 immediately kills a cop.
Yes.
And it's
does he doesn't kill the cop, he just knocks the cop out.
Either way, he sounds like a good guy to me.
Yeah, it's I think he literally just kind of judo chops him in the neck and takes his uniform.
But he steals the guy's face, right?
Arnold in the movie specifically says it usually means they kill them, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it does, because consider he impersonates Sarah Connor at the end.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so
Sarah Connor, fucking goals.
I mean, we're not there yet. We're still kind of working our way through. Definitely, you are correct.
We're going to be talking about it for a bit.
But yeah, it plays. It's remarkable watching this movie nowadays and how much you have to untrain your brain after decades of the cultural knowledge of Arnold being the good guy and the T-1000 being the bad guy, because you you watch that movie and it does play it ambiguous. Like, you have like that whole, he fucks up those guys in the bar.
Yeah.
He brutalizes those men. And as far as you could tell, like, the T-1000 just knocks a guy out from what you see in there. So like, it's very like, can go either way there. Meanwhile, you know, we've all seen this movie before, so we know, like, oh yeah, it's very funny that they're playing bad to the bone while Arnold walks out of the bar.
It wasn't a joke before, but it is funny now.
Yes. Sorry, was there more you were going?
Not really.
Okay, for sure. But yeah, so we.
I don't think we have to go through step by step because everyone's seen this movie.
Yeah.
Everyone's seen this movie.
Everybody's seen the Terminator.
And if you haven't seen it, you should probably.
We should ask the important questions. Do you think you can drink up the T2?
You could, but it
Taste
would
the power of
probably
the sun.
just
Or no, that's Sunny
explode
D.
you from the inside.
Yeah, it would kill
Are
you.
you seeing like it's like a super boost situation where you could like turn into liquid and make you explode from the inside?
Yeah,
I think it could if it wanted to. Yeah.
Sure.
Like, considering it, like, turns its metal goopy hands into, like, metal spikes that shoot
This movie
brains.
launched all the CapriSun ads. So for those who don't
Yes.
know,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
that's where this whole thing...
Oh, you mean the fruit sniffer?
What are you talking about?
The fruit sniffer!
Yeah, I guess before CapriSun had the marketing gimmick that we're aware of, maybe directly inspired by this movie, where everyone's just like metallic goop.
Yeah.
I guess they did have the fruit sniffer.
Yeah, the mascot, where it's like this weirdo who sniffs fruit.
I guess I got about the fruit sniffer.
I guess I got
talk
to it
about,
at a good time.
I want to talk about early 90s CG liquid metal.
Yes.
And, like, this...
So you think it just tastes like metal?
Oh
Yeah, it's fucking liquid metal! What do you think it would
yeah,
taste
it tastes like if you like put a
mercury.
penny in your mouth or something.
Yeah. I don't think it would taste like CapriSun, sweetie.
Yeah,
If
Well, they're
I
electronic, so it would taste like licking a 9-volt.
if I drank the T2, could he control my body from
I mean, it would probably just kill you.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
would explode out of you like a metal, like, sea urchin, basically.
And then like transform into you and then do whatever.
Yeah.
Like he wouldn't need to control you because like he
You
can
would be
already
dead.
turn into you.
Yeah. What's your response to that?
Well, what if does the T2 produce heat?
It's the T-1000, and probably...
It's the T2.
No, it's the T-1000!
Everyone calls it the T2.
No, they don't.
No,
they call it
T2
the T-1000.
is the name of the movie.
T2. It's T2.
I don't
The
think
Terminator.
it produces heat.
No,
Or at least
actually,
not
you're
to-
right.
Not in any
because,
substantial amount.
because that wouldn't make sense for the finale of the movie with, like, the whole, like...
He
So
gets
yeah,
frozen.
in this theoretical scenario, the T2 needs to turn into liquid to control a person.
T-1000!
To control a person so that he has heat.
I'm gonna have a
And-
damn conniption right now.
So Sarah Connor is a beautiful fucking just icon.
Oh,
Every woman, trans woman, and femme presenting anyone should look at that and go, "That's mommy. That I gotta be that. That's
Linda Hamilton is amazing in this.
yes."
just incredible. So, like, the way that she is such a... What are you looking at, Bridget? Are you still just thinking about drinking the T-1000 goop?
It's the forbidden caprice.
Speaking of forbidden, my love for the Sarah Connor character.
I
we're-
mean, I can barely talk about her because I just get so flustered. She's one of the most attractive women that has ever been committed
I
to
think
the
that, like,
screen.
as someone who has also been in an abusive mental ward, I love seeing her overpower those shitty doctors. I'm sitting there like, yeah, injected in his neck, fuck him up, let's go.
Oh my god. We start, like, actually violently, like, bashing on the arm of her chair there.
Twist his dick off!
Exactly.
Twisty dick
Um,
coming up.
I'm absolutely like staring at the screen, just like, yeah, fucking go.
That bit where she just like fills the syringe full of like drain cleaner.
Yeah,
and she's like gonna
sticks it in
inject
his
it
neck.
into a guy, and just like I'll do it.
Yeah, the guy was just like, I know you're
Meanwhile,
lying. I'm not gonna let you like see your family. Like, fuck that
Meanwhile,
guy.
every
Fuck that
queer woman that watches that scene is just like, I think I have COVID. But she's just so remarkable in terms of a screen presence. I
Yes.
think that's like the most civilized way that I could put it without just like grunting into a microphone.
Could you push me down the stairs?
Like, she's so beautiful and she's so like fit, and she has a jawline that could crush someone's fucking head in.
Yes, it's beautiful.
Like, I made a stupid post about it, but like Linda Hamilton in that movie, look like there would be freaks on the internet transvestigating her if if this movie came out today.
Is Terminator 2 woke?
Yeah. Did they make Sarah Connor trans? No, she had a child. But like, oh my god.
It makes me think of like who's the woman from Alien again?
That's Ripley.
Yeah. It's a lot like that in the level of just like beauty and stage presence that comes from like it's film presence in that sense.
Yeah.
Like a similar just like awakening.
Well,
just,
it's probably serves us well to bring up Alien because of James Cameron like having directed Aliens.
Yeah.
Because like I feel the interesting thing about Terminator 2 to me culturally is how it is effectively the point at which like James Cameron as a director and what he's known for like
Our two mommy fictions.
yes.
yeah.
What?
Are two mommy fictions?
Yeah, one stars moms and the other stars moms.
Okay, yes, I understand that. I was trying to say
It's a mom-com.
The thing I was going to say is like Terminator 2 is like where the coin like kind of flips in James Cameron's like role as a director in Hollywood, where like before Terminator 2 he is like solely a genre guy.
Yeah.
Like, he does, that Piranha 2, he does Terminator 1, he does Aliens, he does, like, The Abyss. Or, is The Abyss before or after?
I think it's after.
Okay.
I think The Abyss might be between this and Titanic. Something
Like intense dark sci-fi, man.
Well, not even so much intense dark
The
sci-fi.
Abyss was before.
Before. But yeah, like, everything before Terminator 2 Judgment Day, he is very much working in the realm of, like, genre fiction. Mm-hmm. And then, like, Terminator 2, like, both serves as genre fiction and also, like, flips him over to be, like, the Hollywood blockbuster guy.
Yeah.
Like, the guy that you go to for, like, a guaranteed, like,
the new biggest movie ever made.
Yeah, this shit's gonna sell popcorn.net. Yeah.
I didn't know James Cameron put out a movie this year.
What is it?
It's called Billie Eilish Hit Me Hard and Soft Tour.
Okay.
Well, he also put out the new Avatar movie this year, which was going to be the thing that I talk about. It's like, after T2, you have Titanic, you have True Lies, you have fucking...
Oh, right, he did
Avatar.
do True Lies.
Avatar, the whole Avatar.
True Lies, Titanic, Ghost of the Abyss, Aliens of the Deep, Avatar, Way of Water, Avatar, Fire and Ash, and Billie Eilish.
Yeah, like, documentaries and, like, big Hollywood, like, blockbuster stuff.
After Titanic, he's kind of just like, I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah, I made fucking Titanic. You can't tell me anything.
You can't tell me shit.
Yeah. It is interesting how Terminator 2 serves as, like, that turning point for him and how those, like, tones clash in that film, because I think they mostly work well together. Like, it's interesting how this is like maybe one of the most family-friendly R-rated movies of all time.
Yeah.
Because it's really not that bad.
Yeah.
Like, aside from like a couple flashes of like really violent things that happen.
It's mainly Robot Buddy and Bart Simpson hanging out, you know?
Yeah, except occasionally the evil robot sticks a metal fucking like a railroad spike into someone's head.
eyes.
Yeah. Or shoves their metal arm into someone's mouth while they're drinking a carton of milk.
Yeah.
I should note, while not directing, he also wrote Battle Angel Alita and Terminator Dark Fate.
Yeah.
Which are also equally like big blockbuster
I believe
films.
he also wrote Strange Days.
That sounds right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, a little thing, when you brought up Avatar, I can't think of another time I'm going to be able to bring this up, but there was a weird, confusing time in culture for me as, like, when people said Avatar, I genuinely had to ask them, like, are we talking about, like, the user image, the band, the movie, or the cartoon? Because I was hearing that word used at the same time for a lot of different things.
I mean, I feel like most people, if they're talking about the cartoon, say The Last Airbender,
I guess
opposed
so,
to just
yeah.
Avatar. But yeah, it's... Terminator 2 is so difficult to talk about just because of how massive of a pop cultural, like, totem it is.
Let's get specific, because we watched it. It was like basically a Memorial Day event.
Yeah.
And this is the 35th anniversary of that.
The theater was packed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was packed. Everyone was there.
We were all making noise, enjoying it together.
Seeing that movie in a sold out crowd on original like 35 millimeter pressing, like the opening like studio logos and everything, I think it was Orion, wasn't it? Was like,
Yeah.
which like you watch every other release of this movie and I feel like they don't acknowledge Orion at all. Like, Orion is completely dissolved at this point, right?
I believe so. Or it's been like subsumed by some other larger.
So, like, we essentially experienced this movie, like, as close to, like, the original experience of seeing that movie, like, on opening weekend that you could.
Yeah.
And that alone was a amazing experience to go through. Just because, like, there is an undeniable fervor that, like, enters the air when you, like, are watching that opening sequence of, like, just the Terminator, like, robot face coming through, like, the flames. That's the, like, da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. Like,
Crushing the human skull.
it's so jaw-dropping to this day how much that just puts you into the experience. Like, how it still feels like no big blockbuster does it like James Cameron does it, where it just has an understanding of, like, how to, like, just rope an audience in. Like, the combination of all the arts at once, of, like, soundtrack, the visuals, everything like that. What's up, Bridget?
Apparently, Orion Pictures still exists and is a subsidiary of Amazon MGM Studios.
So what you're saying is they don't exist.
Yeah, they basically don't exist anymore.
It's funny to think that, like, you know, what blockbusters used to be compared to the, you know, I mean, it's been said a million times over, but, like, you know, what was for the longest time the Marvel, you know, this is a roller coaster, not a film, bullshit popcorn selling movies. That were just, let's take whatever the current hit song is, throw it over these properties, and just shit it out. This had art. This had intention. This was good.
Well, I think, like, you could point at this and be like, Terminator 2 is how you eventually get to Marvel.
Oh, sure.
Yes.
But it used to be better.
I
Well,
thought they use like limited edition popcorn buckets now to sell popcorn.
yeah.
There is a thing about to be said about just like what's the thing where like all the energy in the universe dies over time?
Entropy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
There's something to be said about entropy, where everything does just gradually get shittier, and that's just a reality of everything.
Well, I mean, it's
that was definitely the beginning.
It's capitalist realism.
Yeah.
That's what it
But
is. Like,
It's the universal park.
I miss when it was cooler.
well, it becomes a tricky thing to talk about because this is also a movie that like is so supremely tied to nostalgia. That's why I think it like serves as well to talk about like the theater going experience and how it felt seeing that movie in theaters when we did felt like I imagine how people like imagine their childhood experiences were.
Yeah, Terminator 2 is another one of those movies, like, you know, like The Princess Bride, where it exists as, like...
The alpha and the omega, basically.
Well, it exists as, like, memes, and the actual work kind of gets lost in that.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like, people remember the fucking thumbs up or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, but, like... It's kind of
Fucking in My Bride is a Mermaid, there's a character that is just Arnold Schwarzenegger Terminator, to the point where he walks into like a grill and like melts himself
while doing the Terminator 2 thumbs up. Well, and yeah, that is very true, and it's fascinating to watch Terminator 2 and like kind of do your best to put that context to the side and see how it is like this bizarre amalgamation of, you know, big buddy, little buddy, action movie, and
a bunch of white people assassinating a black man.
I was going to more seamlessly transition into the politics of this movie, where it's like it is a deeply like anti-authoritarian movie at times. Like it is about how cops fucking suck. It is about how you should blow up a data center. That is what the movie says. That's not what I said. The movie says you should blow up your nearest data center right
You should
now.
blow
that's
up
what they
the
do
data
in the
centers.
movie.
Yeah.
In that movie, when they said you should blow up data centers, was an interesting take that the movie
data
had.
center movie.
Yeah, it is. I think it might become a more regular topic.
Yeah. But where
Solid gold magic cock will continue. There's no way to kill it.
the difference is that like the tech bro in question is someone who can like realize the nightmarish human cost of the work he's doing and like has a change of heart and actually works to undo it.
That's where the reality kind of makes me realize we're watching fiction. That's where it takes me out of it. Is like I don't know if people like that are capable of change. But
well, I wouldn't specifically say that. This speaks to my belief in humanity. I believe most people are able to change. The difference with that guy is he both got shot with a gun and had a cyborg rip his
flesh off to reveal a
robot
endoskeleton.
And you know, the majority of tech billionaires get to just like kind of sit in their mansions and not think about the human cost of the things that they do.
They get to have their brains rotted by a chatbot.
Yeah, so that is the reason why they do not change.
My anime girlfriend says I don't kill billions of people.
So, you know, I don't know. Maybe another lesson of this is that you should light up the house of tech billionaires.
That's what the movie says.
That's what the movie
says.
The movie
you should light up the house of tech billionaires.
The movie is saying that you should do these things. I'm sorry. James Cameron is also a billionaire.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, James, but it's also going to be coming to you at some point.
Again, talking about the specific experience, like, you know, it was it's the theatrical cut, right?
Yeah.
So it didn't include like the most like technically impressive piece of filmmaking that they did for the movie, which is a shot of the thing that they're doing is like during that sort of middle portion where they're all just kind of hanging out. They kind of like lull after, you know,
they save Sarah Connor.
Like everyone knows what's up,
and
they kind of like take a break for a minute before they, you know, go to the you know, the
Dyson's.
Before they go to Dyson. Like, so there's a whole thing with the behavioral chip in the T-800s, like so, and in the director's cut there is a scene where they open up his head and like work on it, and they do that where it's like you see like in the foreground, you see the back of Sarah Connor's head and the back of an Arnold head that's open.
Oh, right.
And in the background, like there's like a mirror where you see Arnold's head with the top missing and he's talking, and like you see Sarah Connor working on it. And so the way they did that is they got Linda Hamilton's actual twin sister to be like the person in the foreground, and it's like a prop, you know, Arnold head, and then like they have like, you know, prosthetics for Arnold's actual head, and he's doing the talking with, you know, Sarah on the other half of like this trick mirror that they have.
That is brilliant.
Yeah, it's fucking cool, but also
the theatrical cut does not have
it doesn't have it in there because it does make that portion of the movie drag a little bit.
Yeah,
but it's still like
I mean, I think
awesome.
We can use that to segue just to talking about the technical, like, special effects, like, in this movie, because that is another one of those things with this film that is just so impressive still to think about. Like, don't get me wrong, the CapriSun thing looks a little bit goofy, like a little bit, but for 1991,
it looked fucking sick.
Yeah,
it's also, you know, it's one of those things with working with what you know you can do, and for that effect, it works perfectly.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
It's the same reason why, like, you can see it on the edges of like Toy Story, where it's like all the toys look good because they know how to do toys, but the dogs, people, they all look like weird, like amalgamation monsters.
Yes, and this movie, like, it's so impressive, especially looking at this film. If you have seen, like, the original Terminator, like, recently enough, because, like, although, like, I don't think the prosthetics in that first one look bad, when you compare them to
the stop motion,
when you compare it to what T2 looks like in that production, you're just like, how the fuck were you able to make a movie look this good?
Yeah.
And like they're doing shit. I mean, like there are parts of it that maybe seem kind of quaint, but the part in the with the 18-wheeler chasing the dirt bike, like that, just like that's a real. They used a real truck.
Yeah, that's a real truck. That's a real
fucking truck. Yeah, it is like
that is a real stunt double for Arnold on that motorcycle.
This isn't just a Sonic game. This is that actually happening with the gun truck. Like, it's crazy that happens.
It's so I can't let myself get bogged down and just be like that fucking scene though.
Yeah.
It's just like there's so much practical stuff that looks incredible. Yeah, well, it's awesome.
Even with the T2, you know, it's using a combination of things. Like the gun marks on his suit are like
physical.
are often like practical.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
Like-
or like that shot with the like liquid kind of like forming together after he started to melt, and you could tell it's like rolling back the footage essentially.
and like when he gets like blown up towards the end, and like he's not fully in pieces, but there's like a puppet that's
Like,
all like googly
he's
and
all,
stuff.
like,
Yeah.
Upper half hanging off off the hip.
Another place where I love to see the practical effects of the time is like, you know, when they come back from the future and they just like, you know, like into the world from that world.
Burn the hole
Yeah,
into the
you
fences and
could
everything.
make like you know computerized burn marks or melting that area. No, like just using like UV paint to show that like irradiatedly hot area where that should not have occurred. Looks so good. Like you see what they did, but that makes that look so much more believable than it would
all
if you
the
overdid
fucking
it.
police cars that they blow up
Yes.
in like that in that second to last big set piece with Arnold just fucking unloading on the
minigun,
LAPD.
yeah.
Yeah, the minigun bit is great.
And also just like it's such a funny running gag where just like whenever he shoots someone, he just like walks up and shoots them in the leg.
Just like kneecaps them like.
Because he's specifically told he can't.
You can't kill people.
Yeah, can't kill anyone. And the first time you see him like shoot someone in the leg, and John's like, "What the fuck?" He's like, "He'll live." Like it's great.
And so he does it to like a dozen people.
Yeah.
It was. It's so
mostly
funny.
cops. It's
Yeah, I was
really
gonna
cool.
say not
Dozen
just
cops.
people,
Yeah.
cops, because cops are people.
Exactly. I was gonna say arguably not people.
Just feeling the disdain that James Cameron has for the LAPD
It's
in that
beautiful.
film is it's so good.
What a good LA
James
movie.
Cameron's even like, I made the villain a cop on purpose. No
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
I saw the fucking LA riots because a fucking group of cops decided to beat a black man like half to death, basically. Like, fuck cops.
That was when it didn't happen every weekend, and it was.
I mean, it still was, but we don't need to.
Well, yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Before we got to hear about it every weekend.
There you go.
So it was culturally, like, for everyone who didn't experience it, very shocking.
Yeah.
If you want to see more about how James Cameron hates cops, watch the film Strange Days, directed by Catherine Bigelow.
Man, we're gonna talk about Strange Days at some point and have a bad time.
That movie's fucking awesome. Anyway, speaking of awesome movies, Terminator 2.
Yeah, Terminator 2 is an awesome fucking movie.
Yeah.
What other like cultural like touchstones do we feel like? Because I think that ends up being the thing with this movie is like you could talk all day about like beat by beat analysis, but I feel like
I don't think Edward Furlong is that bad in this movie. I think he's fine.
Oh yeah.
It's hard to be a kid actor.
Yeah.
And I think he does a perfectly fine job. It makes me feel worse about that part in Terminator Dark Fate, where like in the opening where he just gets blown away with a shotgun.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, just
Where it's kind of just it feels like a little bit of a haha fuck that kid. When it's like, he was fine.
Yeah, Poochie went back to his home planet and
It's
died.
not his fault that James Cameron was making like a different movie.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
he's a child actor. Child actors are more often than not just going to be kind of annoying because they're children. Children
Yes.
sometimes are kind of annoying. In the same way that most people sometimes are a little bit annoying.
The
Like
more I
water
think about
horse.
it, the more I also kind of wonder about, like, is there something to be said about how, like, people who have, like, witnessed the atrocities created by the powers that be are silenced and called crazy and put away and, like, not allowed to speak their mind?
Oh, talking about like the subplot with Sarah
Yeah.
Connor and everything. Yeah, I mean it's.
Oh yeah, like
It's-
I mean, but also, I imagine most people here, if there was a woman screaming in their face that robots from the future were
I'm saying there's a tangential thing to be drawn from it.
yeah, I would say they're probably unwell, but
I wouldn't put them in,
No, into a mental hospital,
Yeah.
no, but I would have them seek therapy.
it
Yeah.
is very clear about like the way in which Like,
In modern days, she would just be a TikToker.
The way those authoritative powers, like,
where it's an
abuse
extension of the
people-
carceral state.
Yes. Those people that need help are just essentially thrown into a fucking prison because we would rather them be in prison than actually address the issues going on here. What else is there to say, really? What's it?
At the
That's
end,
the
where-
one bit of the T2 doesn't show actually show too much personality other than just focused on the mission.
I would say he shows no personality throughout the whole thing until you get the finger wag at the end.
Autism representation.
It's the most cunty thing that that character does, or really anyone does in this movie. I think
it's so funny.
like to have him wag his fingers specifically.
It's just like,
He's like, I'm having fun with it now at this point.
I'm about to kill all of you.
I'm gonna kill you all in this fucking smelting factory.
He's been around long enough to develop
It's just he got to see Arnold being silly with it, and he's like, "Why can't I get silly with it?
I should
too?
be allowed to get silly with it.
What if a killer robot cop busted it down sexual style?"
I need him to do that dance with the text my wife left me where he busted it down.
You mean Thanos?
Thanos in the saw bad.
Yeah. Thanos twerking with the text my wife left me.
Oh, man. But yeah, I mean, good film. Really good film.
Yeah, it is. It is a fantastic film. It's such an impossible film to talk about, but it's such an easy film to watch. Like, I feel like that's always the thing that's most remarkable to me about Terminator 2 is that movie is 2.5 hours long, and it feels like a fucking breeze.
Yeah, a 90 at best.
It's incredible. There's a magic that is worked in that moment.
The pacing
I don't
is
understand.
amazing.
What is it, Bridget? You look like you had a thing to say.
I realized, you know how we watch Grunk Grunk Glove?
Yeah.
There's a version of that for Terminator 2.
Oh my god.
She's referring to the uninitiated. She's referring when she says Grunch Drunk Love that there's a version of the film Punch Drunk Love, which is all glitched out and fucked up.
Yeah,
weird.
made by the Everything is Terrible people.
Yeah, by I think it's
Grimy
one of them.
Ghost.
Yeah, Grimy Ghost.
Well, Grimy Ghost and a bunch of collaborators.
Yeah.
And so there's a similar version of that for Terminator 2.
Yeah.
We need to watch that.
I don't know if I want to watch that, but maybe. But anyways, I was starting from the pacing of this movie, where it's phenomenal. I don't understand how a movie can be so well paced. Once you get past the 2.5 hour mark or 2 hour mark in generally any movie, even if you're enjoying it, you notice that you are spending a lot of time on this thing, and somehow it never enters your mind in this movie.
Yeah, I think it is stuff it's tight.
Yeah.
It doesn't waste a whole lot of time
Yeah.
on basically anything.
All thriller, no filler.
Well, some people would maybe suggest that there is filler in it with the slower moments, but that ebb and flow between the slow bits and the action bits is so perfectly eked out that by the time you would even begin to think that you're getting tired of a slow bit, it's okay, we're going again.
Yes. Yes.
Which it takes such a keen editorial eye to get that just right. That to me has always been the truly masterful thing about Terminator 2, and what has made it have such a strong cultural presence in the world is it is such an easy film to watch that basically anyone can hop into it and just they're good.
Yeah.
Like, it's remarkable in that way.
There, Arnold's got like the grenade launcher that goes like boom, and then like he shoots a cop with it.
He shoots somebody in the back.
Yeah,
with
he shoots
it.
a
That
cop in the
person
back with it.
probably has a broken back.
Yeah.
You know, shouldn't have been a cop.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, how do you like it? Yeah.
Yeah, like, just that whole sequence of him just mowing down that, like, fleet of cop cars in front of
It's so good.
Okay, everyone's favorite bit from the movie.
Okay.
Let's go around the table. Evie, what do you think yours is?
My favorite bit from the version that we watched, I think it is just like Sarah Connor's attempted escape from the mental hospital. And like that whole sequence is fucking cool as hell.
God, same. I was just gonna say, you got my answer. Yeah.
Bridget, how about you?
The first like huge chase scene with the motorcycle and the truck, just it has all the beats. It has the flipping,
Yeah.
the shotgun. It has the truck barreling off.
It's
It
one
has
of,
the LA Canal, you know.
that is one of the most like perfect action sequence like put to film. I think
Yeah.
like
It has that part where like the top of the truck gets shaved off and then he pops back up.
yeah,
Yeah,
like
he hits the what is the 8 the 11.
Like an overpass.
Yeah.
if ever there were like a vertical slice for like
For a movie.
for action movies,
Yeah.
it is that chase sequence
Yeah.
in Terminator 2.
Hell yeah.
For me, it is like the Dyson building like holdout and everything like that.
Sure.
That is like where all of the pieces of the puzzle like start to like really like mash together and create this like beautiful smorgasbord of cinema where like you got the stuff with Dyson himself, you got the stuff with Arnold non-lethally taking down all the cops. You
Yeah.
got John Connor like hacking into the like
The place where like the stuff is.
yeah.
And that's where I'll be back.
Yeah, that's where you get I'll be back. Like everything melds together perfectly into that moment. It's like a perfect like encapsulation.
We really did
of-
go from "We'll be back" to "I'll be back," didn't we? The end of Mac and Me.
yeah,
true.
Yes, yeah, you're right, Bree.
But this one was correct.
Yes, he did. Not only would he be back, he would be back so many more times.
times.
Back to back.
Aside from that, I don't know if I have much else to say about like it's fucking Terminator 2 Judgment Day. It's one of the best movies ever made. Like, it feels like an unfair fixture for that to be on the list that we're gonna be like discussing at the end of this
Yeah, it
at
is
the end of
like
the season.
it is very much like a platonic ideal of action movie.
Yeah.
Like it is just it feels like it's a touchstone for the entire format, kind of.
Yes, like kind of harkening back to the exchange that you and Bree were having earlier in the episode. I said it a little bit, but like it very much serves as like the alpha and omega of like modern action movies, where like it is perfect in what it does, but it is so perfect that every other like major blockbuster Hollywood movie wants to be that.
Yeah.
Moving forward for all the ills that entails, for all the sins it casts upon us culturally.
That's right. And then we can watch Terminator Zero, the exciting anime.
Oh, right, yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Final thoughts, I guess?
Yeah, great movie. Glad we watched it.
Yeah.
Bridget, final thoughts?
It's T2, baby. You know what that means? It's
What?
the liquid guy who tastes like mercury.
He's the T-1000. It's not the T2.
His name is T2.
It's not!
No, he's the T-1000.
He's the T-2.
No.
The name of the movie is T2.
T2. It's just like the one in T3. It's the
Nope.
T3.
No, I don't even think that one's called the T3. I think it has a different
I think
name.
it has a different name. I think it's like the TX or something.
He puts up 2 liquid fingers for
He
the
doesn't
2.
say it. He doesn't do that ever. That's not a thing he does in that movie at any
Like,
point.
he's dazed and confused.
No, that's high tea.
Anyways, my final thoughts on this film is it is what the only other action movie that I would say gets up there in terms of like being one of the best things I've ever seen is like The Raid 2. Like those are the only two that like go into that upper echelon where I'm just like, this is one of the greatest movies ever made. Like, guaranteed.
And I gotta say, as much as I hate Mike Shinoda as a person and the things that he's done, the cut with his music is hands down the best.
I don't think The Raid 2 has Shinoda music in it.
Was that the first one?
It's just the first one.
Okay, the first one, that's the best cut of it. Weirdly.
I mean, the Raid 1 is also very good.
Yeah, the Raid
But the
movies
Raid
are
2... Evie, I can't wait to show you the Raid 2 someday. The Raid 2's...
Put it on the list.
That movie fucks. Anyways, Bree, your final thoughts, or was that your...
I continue my view on it as being like the only kind of the switch from 80s to 90s buddy film thing that really worked for me. It was the thing where like this still kept like some level of like dignity and artistic point of view and was done so fucking well. Yeah, obviously culturally continued to be great in ways that other things could not have done.
Yeah.
And so I really love it.
What's your next film?
Well,
Who's
I
your
found
connection?
out that someone who worked on this film, a voice actor dubbing for the Spanish version of this, particularly in the Mexico release, a woman, Rocio Garcel, did the Spanish dubbing on this. Now, this same voice actor did some dubbing for the Spanish in the release in Latin America for a little movie called Singin' in the Rain.
Yay! We're gonna talk about another one of the greatest fucking movies of all time.
All right.
To the musicals.
Okay, cool.
Aww.
We were talking about it earlier, and I was like, we gotta talk about that.
I was just thinking, I was like, yeah, T2 is definitely a little bit better than Stop or My Mom Will Shoot if you were talking about buddy cop movies.
It's gonna be so interesting going from Singing to the Rain to whatever Bridget picks.
Yeah.
Like, are you... Never mind, I can't
no.
question
Oh wait,
it.
what am I next?
Oh wait, no, I'm next, actually.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
So it won't be. It
Oh!
won't be interesting
Well,
to see what Bridget picks. 'Cause she won't.
I'll turn this fucking episode off. That's fucked up.
That sounded. I didn't mean it.
See you, folks.
Anyways, Bree, where can people find you on the internet?
You can find me playing Stepmania over on Easy Breezy TV, twitch.tv/EAZYBREEZY TV. You can also hire me. I need to make money because food costs money lately. And so you can hire me to do artwork over at vgen.co/asnesbo. That's ASNESBO.
Bridget has fully checked out of this episode and has just started flipping her electrolyte bottle around. Bridget, where can people find you on the internet?
I can be found on twitch.tv/Sasquatchula.
Oh, friend.
If you wish to see
He's like, get on with it, come on.
me, bye-bye.
Alright, thank you. Evie, can people find you on the internet?
No.
Great. People can find me on the internet, but I'm not going to tell you where. I will tell you where to find the podcast, though. Put it on list.bsky.social. Put it on the list.neocities.org. Please, for the love of God, put your bottle down, sweetie.
Milky sucky.
right, this podcast is over.
Live City Productions at youtube.com. Evie is walking away from the table,
night,
actually.
everybody.
All right, bye.
Bye.
What we view's connected by cast or crew, deciding the next film, that's the gist. Put it on the list.
I guess we could do the Evie minute here.
The Evie Minute.
Yeah, I've started trying to get into Gunpla.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I started building a model of, it's just like a high grade, which is like, sort of beginner level.
Sure.
Model of the Wing Gundam that I've just had it. Someone gave it to me like at a Christmas party over a decade ago. Yeah. Oh yeah, well over a decade ago. And I've just like been carrying it around this whole time. Mm-hmm. So what better time to put it together than now?
Sure.
Yeah. And it's been
What
fun.
better place than here? What better time than now?
And it's made me realize I need to update my class's prescription because the numbers in the instruction manual are too small and they're hard for me to see.
I see. Well, no better way to find that out, and that'll also help you build the models.
Yes.
Actually get into, now that you have like plenty of room in this place that we live now, you can actually get into the hobby.
Excuse me.
Making sure to get that on the fucking recording.
It only hit me as I was starting to walk towards the table.